I picked up the Savage Sword of Conan. Now, I did a little video on it. I mentioned this last week as well. Now, this is the virgin cover without trade dress, and I kind of liked it a lot more. Patrick Zurcher, I showed you this last week. He wrote and drew this, the first installment of Solomon Kane, Master of the Hunt story. And I think Zurcher has found his foray here with Solomon Kane. This is a really, I think it's actually probably the best story in the book. Now, the Conan story is good too. I really don't have any complaints about it. But the Zurcher Solomon Kane is really quite good. And I think worth the price of admission alone. Not only that, but there is one illustration by the great Roberto de la Torre of Conan. And I hope that they get de la Torre to do a story or two for the Savage Sword of Conan. I don't know, a 50-page story from de la Torre. It could happen. I recently picked up another issue of Chilling Tales of Horror. Now check out that sweet cover, folks. That is just beautiful. Once again, this is Stanley Morse Publications from the late 1960s, early 1970s. And these are reprints of pre-code horror stories, including from his own comic books, the Stanley Morse publications like Weird Chills, etc., from the early 1950s. There's some really good stories in this. And, you know, it's a little bit of a mixed bag as far as the splash pages go. I'll show you. This is pretty good. It's Ghostly Revenge. It's a pretty good splash page. I've never seen that in color before, but that's pretty cool. Guys like battling shrunken heads that are biting him. So in any case, Chilling Tales of Horror. It's just more stuff for, of course, Splash of Horror, a future issue. I don't know if you guys saw the video I just put out for Strange Mysteries, the reprints. Let me show you a couple of things. I got these very cheap. Now, this is Strange Mysteries number 12. This is a 1960s publication from Super Comics in New York. And this reprints Tales of Horror number 5 from Toby. Nice splash page for Hand of Fate right there. Now, it wasn't that long ago that your favorite fiend, Horror Mike, had a couple of original pages, art pages from Hand of Fate, including that one. If you guys haven't seen the video, this is quite cool. One great thing about that issue of Tales of Horror number 5 is that it also has a really cool Bernard Bailey interior story called Sisters of the Witch. These were cheap, right? I mean, I picked these up off of my comic shop. I got 3 issues, and 2 of them were like $5. I want to say around $5 each, in pretty damn good shape. And one of them was $3, quite cheap, actually. You know, I mean, a condition is not a big thing. The whole issue with these, my good fiends, is the fact that they reprint comic books that are really sought after and otherwise very expensive today. If you're going to go after, for example, Witchcraft number 1 from Avon Books. Now, this is a reprint. This issue number 18 is a reprint of the entire issue of Witchcraft number 1. It starts off with Joe Kubert's fantastic Heritage of Horror. Look at that splash page, folks. Vengeance of the Owanga. Check out that splash page. That is just beautiful, folks. The colors, for the most part, the reproductions in these Super Comics Strange Mysteries issues are good. As you can see, I think that's pretty damn decent. So those two I was really pleased with, and some of those are going in a future issue of Splash of Horror.